You asked me the last time we talked, like, what got me into playing music or like that kind of stuff. And dude, I think I wanted to be a musician from the get go. Like, my brother took me to see Let There Be Rock or whatever, that AC/DC movie.
Yeah.
No, sorry, in the 70s. And ever since then, even though I didn't want to be a guitar player, I fucking thought it was badass. Angus fucking going around.
What's up, everybody? How you doing? My name is Randall, hanging out with Greg Valencia. You guys might know him from a number of things, but I reached out first, got in contact with him about a band called Grimple, but he's done a few other bands, namely El Dopa, Watch Them Die, and you said you were into Born Uglies too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to hang out for a little bit. This is the second time he's come on the show and hung out. We've become like buddies and shit, and we were just chit-chatting. We wanted to hang out, man, just have a conversation and produce some content for you folks to learn about some other bands that maybe you didn't know much about. And that's what we do, talk about punk rock music, man. In these dark times, we all need something to kind of just kick back and relax and listen to, man. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. Yo, I meant to say that shirt is fire.
Thank you.
That band is dope, and that shirt is amazing. You know, you remember that 90s shirt, the Follow Your Leader shirt with it had Adolf on it with the thing. I can't really say it on here, so I'm gonna get my thing pulled down, but like it had the same kind of image with Adolf Hitler, and it said "Follow Your Leader." I seen that they updated that with the current regime.
Yeah. I've seen that too, actually, but I don't remember it back in the day. I probably saw it, but I just
that was like my first like real punk rock shirt that got me into some shit. Was that one? I wore it to school one day, and they were like, "Hell no, man! You like we agree, but you can't wear that shit. It is incredibly violent." Like my dad's like smacking me in the head. What are you doing, dumbass? I'm like, I don't know, man. I thought it was cool. He's like, it is cool, but like use your brain. I'm like, can't.
Well, when you're a kid, you want to shock people, man. You want to piss people off. And,
oh yeah.
I mean, that's how I was. If I wear upside down crosses and get in trouble all the fucking time for that kind of shit for no reason, just because I wanted to piss people off and be myself. Really, you know what I mean?
Right.
Be a weirdo, not like everybody else.
Dude, in my school, it was me and my dude James, right? My boy James. Shout out James Brashear. I love you, dude. I hope you see this, man. That was my road dog. He would do shit like that. Like the day after Columbine, he wore a trench coat to school, got expelled for it. He wore a dress one day just to wear a dress and just to piss off the principal. And then like one year I was in like these things called AB classes for adaptive behavior because I was always in trouble. And they did this thing like, hey, let's get to know each other. It was like the beginning of the school year. And they were like, bring some things that represent you to school. And I'm an idiot, dude. I brought in Marlboro Miles because I like to smoke cigarettes. I brought in a skateboard, which was the one thing that they were like not mad about. And I brought in NoFX Heavy Petting Zoo and was like, I like to listen to punk music on vinyl. And the teacher's like, what the fuck is on the cover of this? And they kicked me out of school for the whole semester. They were like, get the fuck out of here. I was like,
that's a funny ass cover, dude. I love that cover. Yeah. It's hilarious.
Bro, principal, literally, he was like looking at it. And he's like, where do you get shit like this? And I'm like, Vinyl Edge in Houston. Like, I'm shouting out the record store. I'm like, this place is still a cool place, man. But yeah, I mean, he wasn't even so much angry with me. He was just like ready to get me the fuck out of there. He's like, yeah, whatever, man. Call your dad, get him up here. And I need you to go. You come back next semester. I was like, what the fucking springtime? He's like, yeah. I was like, damn, I'm going to be in so much trouble. I was like, shit. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to get kicked out for that long.
I got kicked out of school for that too. Like the first fucking semester of school in fucking 11th grade. I actually got in trouble the last day of school of 10th grade. So they fucked me over for the next half of the school year and the next one. And it fucking ruined school for me, dude. Like it really did. I never caught back up. I never gave a fuck after, and I was a pretty good student. Like I did the bare minimum. I always thought school was pretty easy, but so I would skip as much as I could before I would get held back.
Right.
I would fucking do just the bare minimum of schoolwork just to get by. But dude, they fucked me up in school, dude. I never caught up after that.
Well,
And it was for no reason. Like it was for a reason, but
I was going to
I
ask
was,
what happened.
I almost punched the principal. I did push him, but he was a fucking asshole. Like he was fucking with me for like a year and a half, dude. It was just like, dude, fuck. Like, he was just an asshole. Like he did that shit on purpose. And I finally lost control, dude. And I was like, fuck you, dude. If you're gonna fuck me over, I'm gonna fuck you over,
I mean,
And I just pushed him and they called the cops and I got away. But when I got home, there was a cop waiting for me at home.
that's happened to me a
And
couple times.
they just had this big meeting. Instead of me like going to jail or anything like that, that's was my punishment. They fucked me over for the next year.
That's actually probably even worse. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I would
you
have
know,
probably just been like I probably would have gotten probation for like 6 months, maybe been in jail for like a week. You know what I mean? Like it
I
wouldn't
feel
have
like it's
been
a
a
better
very
option,
long time. Probably not even that. Probably like 3 days. Probably. I'm guessing. I don't know. Guess it would depend when you go in and stuff.
right? If it's a Friday, you're definitely going to be in there for a few days.
And if your parents are assholes, you know, like my
Yeah,
dad would just be like, keep him in there. My mom would be like, get him out.
that's the
you
one
know,
thing
so
that my mom was pretty good about is like whenever I got arrested, she was so fucking scared of me being in there that she'd come get me out. And I told her once, man, I'm like, just leave me in here. They only got me in here for like 20 days. Like, don't bail me out so I got to go back to court. Like, just let me sit in here for 3 weeks. And she's like, I don't want you in there. I'm like, I've already gotten the shit beat out of me once. I don't care at this point. Like, let me just sit in here. She's like, what? And when she came up to visit me, I had a big ass cut on my lip and a black eye. And I'm like, just, it is what it is, man. Like, let me just, I'm not scared of that. I don't want to be back in here. Let me just get this over with. Like, back in the day though, I think, because I was talking to my wife about this the other day. Like, I don't think that they had the same, like, I have really bad ADHD. Like, I can't sit still. I literally have to sit here with a fidget spinner and play with it while I talk to guests on my shows. And like, back when I was a kid, they just had ADD, which was just you couldn't pay attention, but they didn't know about the whole hyperactivity part of it. And so they looked at me like I was just a fucking asshole. And I'm like, in hindsight, I'm like, no, I just had some things going on that nobody knew to address, maybe, or they just didn't care or whatever it was. And there was a few of us in school. I can remember there was a handful of kids that just constantly in trouble for like moving around, getting up and walking around, couldn't sit still. It wasn't like we were selling dope or fighting. We were just couldn't sit still. And that got
yeah.
us in a lot of trouble.
I definitely had a hard time paying attention to shit, dude. Like once I get a different thought in my head, it doesn't matter, dude. I'll just be like, I'll block you out, but I'll be looking at you and yeah. Like Ira from Grimple he like always catches me, dude. He'll be like talking to me and then he'll be like, you're not listening to me anymore, are you? And I'll be like, fuck, bro.
You're like,
Sorry, man.
well, I am now because I'm embarrassed. Thank you for that.
Like, fuck, dude. You said something and I started thinking about something else.
Man,
Can I
humans
say?
are intricate beings, dude, and we're also simple at the same time. It's a weird thing.
Yeah. I'm pretty
High
fucking
school was fun, but it was also miserable. But I think I would go back and do it again.
when I think about high school, it was all right, man. I mean, fuck. It wasn't too bad.
It
All
was
you had to
definitely
do
better
was
than being broken, an adult, and homeless and shit. Like
yeah, like
I've been there.
if you had a decent home, not all of us did, but I did. All the only job you had to do was go to fucking school.
I
And
couldn't even do that right, bro.
pretty fucking easy, but I still fucked that up. So did my brother. I think my sister's the only one that graduated out of us. But fuck, it is what it is, dude.
My younger sister had a kid at a young age, and so like we were just, I don't know, man. We weren't really destined for like education, really. Like we both own businesses. We're both fine, but we're like hustlers. We're not. You could give me 10 years to get a 2-year college degree, and there's no way I could do it. I just don't think I could even. I don't even have enough confidence in myself. I'm like, I don't think I could even try.
Yeah. I knew what I like. You asked me the last time we talked, like what got me into playing music or like that kind of stuff. And dude, I think I wanted to be a musician from the get go. Like, my brother took me to see Let There Be Rock, or whatever, you know, that AC/DC movie.
Yeah.
No, sorry, in the 70s. And ever since then, even though I didn't want to be a guitar player, I fucking thought it was badass. Angus fucking going around.
Dude, he
And I
is.
used to listen to cheesy shit, dude, like fucking Foreigner, Jukebox Hero, like in the second grade, third grade, or something like that, pretending that I fucking had the guitar, dude, and that was me. Yeah. So, like, in fourth grade, I fucking heard Judas Priest screaming for vengeance. And that was like a huge turning point in my life towards like, this is what I want to fucking do. Like, this is badass. And then Iron Maiden, I heard them like really shortly after that. So, and they were just fucking badass. Especially back then, I was just like, dude, fuck yeah. And I liked all the Iron Maiden. I liked Paul Di'Anno and I liked fucking Dickinson era too at that time. And ever since then, I wanted to be a musician, dude. And then, like, when I heard Slayer and stuff like that, oh, fuck, it just like definitely wanted to be a singer for a band. You know what I mean? And I didn't ever think I would ever be in a band because like I said, I didn't really play guitar and I wasn't very interested in it. And then punk rock came around and or when I was introduced to punk rock anyway, I was like, you know, these guys can barely play. And you can tell there's some of them that are fucking rippers, but you know, you don't have to be a super badass to start a band, you know, playing punk rock. And that was very attractive to me. You know, it was like, because I didn't want to spend 14 hours a day doing fucking scales. You know, I had friends that did that and they were amazing, but that was never for me. Like, I was more of put some chords together, throw some vocals over it. You know what I mean? And it was that simple. And you had a fucking song. And it was amazing. You know, and I just knew I would never be like all my friends that were in fucking eighth grade and they were playing like Master of Puppets and shit like that already. Fuck, dude. Like, I still can't play that shit. Like, I could play parts, but like, I can't fucking play through the whole fucking thing. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Not like I said, I don't mean to put my playing down, but I knew I was never going to be a fucking shredder. I knew I was always going to be like a solid player, like James Hetfield. I loved Metallica. I still fucking do. Even some of their new stuff, you know, it grows on me. I have to hear it all the time to be like, finally be like, okay, there it is. I hear the Metallica in there.
Yeah.
You know, but the early shit, man, is fucking amazing. I still love that shit. Ride the Lightning is fucking badass.
Dude,
Fucking
Ride the
badass.
Lightning is cool, man. That's probably my favorite album by them. That, and then I think my rankings is like Ride the Lightning, then Kill 'Em All shortly after. I think that
Yeah.
Master of Puppets is my third favorite, but I do think it might be the greatest metal album ever made. Like, it's just pretty perfect. And
It's fucking perfect.
I don't
It's a
really
fucking
like
album,
Injustice for All. There's something about it I just don't care for. It's good. I don't. It has this sound that I'm just like not feeling. I still
Yeah,
like the Black Album. I think it's a good album, man.
that one had to,
That was my entry point to Metallica, though. So
yeah.
I didn't know any better. So I liked it. I just liked it. So I still do.
I hated it when it first came out. You know,
Did
I
you?
was just like, what the fuck is this? But I was already into like extreme noise terror and stuff like
Okay.
that when it
Yeah, I
came
can't
out.
imagine being like, yeah, I still like this groovy Metallica shit.
So it took a while to grow on me, dude. But when it did, I was like, oh, yeah, it's a fucking good album. Like, some parts of songs I'm like, eh. But for the most part, it's just heavy as fuck. It's pretty
Even
fucking
Load
dope.
has a few good songs on it. Like,
That shit had,
you know,
that shit grew on me because when I first heard some of those songs, I was just like, wow, that's awful.
yeah,
But then
that's how I
after a
felt too.
while, dude, after I heard them and heard them over and over, I was like, oh, I kind of like this shit. It's all right. You know, it's not
It's just
terrible.
different. You're
It's
used
just
to hearing
different,
like
dude.
Kill 'Em All. You go to Load, you're like, what the fuck is this? But like, dude, I've always explained to people, I'm like, look, if you're the guys that created Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and Justice for All, and you can even include the Black Album. What else do you have to do except then create load? What else are you going to, you can't
Yeah.
redo Master of Puppets. It ain't happening. Like they're never, ever going to be able to recreate that. And so why not do something a little more rock and roll? That's what those guys are older than we are. They love that old rock and roll shit. So of course they
Yeah.
played Whiskey in the Jar, bro. Like, of course they did.
And plus, you know, by that time there was a lot of bands that there's still a lot of great thrash bands, but I'm sure there was a lot of bands that also sounded like Metallica. You know what I
Right.
mean? By that time. So it's like, I don't know. I could see them wanting to do something different, you know, after a while. You know, I'm that kind of the same way. Like I don't like to play the same style of shit for all the time. It drives me nuts. You know, sometimes I'll listen to nothing but black metal for fucking 6 months.
Good.
And then from there I'll go straight to like fucking Oi for like 6 months. You know what I mean? And then sometimes I'll listen to fucking rap for like 6 months. You know, it's like I don't know. I get bored with styles pretty quickly. It kind of sucks.
I'm very habitual. Like just in my life, like I mean, I was a freaking drug addict for a long time. I mean, my life is just the same thing all the time, which is why I'm good at creating content all the time because I don't mind
But
doing the same thing all the time. Dude, even my food, I eat the same things every day. I don't ever change it up. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. So with music, I listen to the same shit. Like that's just what I like. I discover new bands, but it's always in the genres I like. Like there's oi, street punk, even pop punk stuff if it's good enough. It's got to be pretty good though. I'm pretty critical of pop punk, especially modern stuff. It's pretty bad.
yeah, I have a hard time with the vocal style of it.
That's usually my issue too.
And I'm not gonna like name any bands because I don't want to put down
Nah,
anybody.
don't be shitty about it. But you can
There's
if you
just
want. I
like,
don't care.
you know, it's just like, fuck, man, that's just awful. It doesn't sound good to me. And then I'm like, well, who the fuck am I? You know what I mean? I'm an old dude compared to these guys. So it's like, fuck, maybe I just don't get it. You know, maybe I'm that old guy that's just like, I don't understand what they're saying. You know what I mean? Which is how I kind of feel about a lot of death metal. Like I just can't hear it, dude. Like I don't know if I'm deaf, but like it's tuned down. Some of that shit is tuned so low, and I'm just like, dude, I don't understand what the fuck is going on. Like, and
Yeah, I'm not.
it makes me feel old. Like I'm that old guy that's like, oh my god, what the fuck? It's noise. You know what I mean?
We all get there,
So,
bro.
it's weird. It kind of sucks because all my friends are like, dude, this band's fucking wicked. And I'm like, dude, I can't hear it. It just sounds
There's
like,
a
you know,
there's a few
like,
bands like that. Not metal bands. I don't listen to much metal, but I mean very very little of it. But I think when I was younger, I liked a fair amount of metal. But like you said, I got older. My hearing isn't the same. But I get physical pain in my ears when I hear certain amounts of like white noise and a lot of like
yeah,
lo-fi shit. Like my buddy Nitty, he listens to a lot of stuff that's like it's just lo-fi and it's got a lot of white noise. Like it all started like I realized what it was when I started listening to Husker Du, trying to like get into that band. I don't like them. It's mostly because of their recording. It's not the songs, it's the recording. I
right.
don't like it just makes my head hurt. And I'm like, man, you know, some people don't even understand what I'm saying. I'm like, no, dude, it's like a pain, like a physical pain in my head. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, you don't get that when you hear white noise all the time, turned up really fucking loud. Like it's
Yeah.
nails on a chalkboard, bro.
Yeah. Especially like when I see like death metal bands live, like unless I'm like watching the guitar players, like I don't understand what's going on. I'm just like, fuck, okay, now I could hear it, you know, but I have to be watching their hands, you know,
Yeah.
and it sucks. I wish it wasn't that way, but then you hear it on tape sometimes, and it sounds really good, like old Deicide and shit like that. I've seen them live and couldn't hear a fucking thing, but I've listened to them before and been like, wow, that's what they were doing. Wow, that's fucking badass, you know. But I just think my hearing is fucked. You
I'm
know?
positive mine is. But it
Yeah,
does get muddy when we get older, man. We're older and we're like, oh man, I wish I could like this. There's even punk bands where I'm like, man, I really like the actual songwriting of this and the vocal style, but it's so loud and abrasive now that I can get through 2 or 3 songs, and then I have to go to something a little more polished because my brain just won't, or it's not even my brain, my ears won't let me handle it. I
yeah,
just put out a tape for this band called Vile Enemy out of Philadelphia. They're really good, but like I'm glad it's only 6 short songs because it's a little EP. If it was like a 12-song album, I don't think I could even.
Yeah,
I couldn't listen to the whole thing, but they're really good. I saw them play live; they were awesome.
yeah. If I ever put out records, I like to put out short albums, you know.
Mhm.
But in Watch Them Die, my songwriting got kind of. I was writing really long songs at first, like really long songs, like
Yeah, I don't
5
do
to
long
seven
songs.
minute songs, you know.
Oh,
And
that's like my hell.
yeah, so it was just like after a while, it's like, yeah, we need to shorten this shit up a
We're
little
gonna show
bit,
up, play
you
3
know.
songs, and be done.
Fucking dude, that's how fucking Sleep used to be. Like not on all their records, but when Sleep came out with that record, Jerusalem, bro. I love Sleep. I love you guys. But bro, it was brutal. They would play one fucking song. And I'm not joking, one fucking song.
That's
And
insane.
it was awful. It was just like when is it gonna end? As soon as you think it was gonna end, it would start up again. Dong, 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 dong. You know what I mean? And
Especially
I
that
love
doom
Sleep,
shit like
but
Sleep, bro.
I hated that fucking when they were doing that shit. It's like, fuck you
The other
guys.
day, I was having trouble with a 5-minute song, bro. I was like, "This shit is so long," and my friends were like, "Dude, chill." I was like, "Nah, it's too much for me, man."
I still write long songs. Like I have a song that I consider short and it's like 4 minutes.
Fuck.
And it's not like my metal songs because it's not a metal song at all. But the way the vocals work, it doesn't really seem like it can be any shorter, you know. And
I
it's
mean, you're
not.
the artist, bro. You write what you write.
You yeah, I don't give a fuck at this point, you know. Especially these days, I think like you don't have to put out an album, you know, if you don't want to. Like that's always a band's first thing to do is like we're gonna put out a record, and like the because of the internet and shit, you could just put out 7 inch and do really well, and then work on making more songs. You know
Yeah,
what I
dude,
mean?
drop them in little clumps. It'd probably be better for your creative process and your pocketbook.
Yeah, and you could focus more on those songs, on
Right.
mixing those songs. You know what I mean? Because when you got like the average record in my did, you know, the ones that I put out anyway is usually like 4 to 5 songs a side, depending the record that I put out last. But like, fuck that, dude. Like, dude, I'm forgetting what I said because I got stoned. I should have fucking got stoned. Oh fuck. I was talking about recording. Yes.
We're just talking about
Is that
album
what it is?
length and focusing on like a couple of
Oh
songs
yeah.
versus putting out 12, 15. You put out 3, put out an
Yeah.
EP.
Like putting out 10 songs is a lot of fucking mixing, dude. Like to make
Yeah.
them all sound good. Because you could hear a lot of records and some of mine included, like in the Al Dopa 1332 album, you could tell the songs that were spent more time mixing them. You know what I mean? And you could tell the songs that we had to kind of rush through just because the sound is not as good. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's weird when you go in the studio. It's not like you can just set everything and it sounds great for one song and then you go to mix the next song with the same settings and it doesn't sound the same. You know what I mean? That's what's
Isn't that
weird about
weird?
mixing. Yeah, like it's I mean, it's probably for obvious reasons,
Well,
punch and
if you're
dynamic
using a
stuff
different
and
guitar, if it's a different day, your vocals are gonna sound a little different, or your tone might
yeah.
be a little different. Like there's a bazillion different little things that go
Yeah,
into your
it's
sound. So you're
fucking
trying to
weird.
match the sound. That's what mixing is you're trying to match it and make it
Yeah.
kind of a uniform quality sound throughout the whole release. And if you're on a
Yeah.
budget or a time restraint, that could be complicated.
Yeah, and then with Watch Them Die too, our first record, we had to go back and record one more song for it.
Mm,
And like trying to match those sounds with the first stuff we had recorded was
that's
pretty
impossible.
pretty different, man. Especially like I had kind of changed my guitar tone at that time a little bit, you know what I mean? And
It's like super obvious on that one song change.
yeah, and it's a great song, but like it does sound very different from the songs before it. Fucking, let me find my water. Yeah, fuck it. Oh,
Dude, go
let me
get
go
something to
there.
drink, bro. You're good.
Real quick. I need to clean my fucking room, dude.
I mean, I can't even tell, bro. Your room is very dark. You're good.
Well, earlier I was trying to my room. It was getting this crazy ass fucking glare, and I couldn't fucking figure it out. So I'm like in this weird corner of my room right now
Was it the
that I
sunlight
never.
coming through the window or something?
Yeah, and I had the curtains closed and shit, but for some fucking reason I was getting all these beams and shit. It looked
Glass
cool,
and sunlight
but
do weird things.
it was like in my face and shit. It would have looked fucking terrible.
Yeah, no dice. No dice. Man, dude, you'd be shocked how many people get on here and talk to me and don't even consider stuff like that. And then there's like over the course of a conversation, the sun goes across their face, and you're just like, bro, are you not uncomfortable sitting like that?
Yeah, fucking A, that would drive me nuts. I would at least, even if I had shades on, I'd still be like, fuck.
For real, bro. Bro, what about them canceling punk rock bowling this year, man?
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
come?
I guess all the stuff going on in the world, man, it's just too difficult, too much work, too much money. Can you imagine being a band from like outside the country and trying to come here? Fuck that.
Sorry about this. Hold on.
No, you're fine.
Chico, shut up. Oh, shit. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, you're good, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Bring me a drink too. You said water. I was like, man, I'm thirsty too, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking got to be really hard. And who wants to fucking come here?
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I wouldn't want to go anywhere where there's a bunch of fascist fucking shit going on.
Dude, you know what's amazing me right now is that, like, I try to stay within my own, like, I stay close to my kind. I try not to be, I don't like to mix it up too much, man. I don't judge folks 100% based on their politics or anything, because I think that's kind of short-sighted. Some people are just uneducated. Some people just are like fringe right, and some people are fringe left. But I do try to stick to my own kind and stay within my groups of people. But the shit I see on the internet blows my mind, man. People are like, this is what I voted for, man. This is what I wanted. I'm like, how can you watch people get straight murdered on television and you're just out there screaming that that's what you voted for? Like, I support this. Man, fuck out of here, bro. Don't come near me talking like that. I don't know if I could handle that shit, bro. I might end up in jail.
Fucking A, dude. It's because they think it can't touch them, dude.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
they don't know shit about history. They don't know how this stupid shit fucking works.
They don't know anything about the economy either, apparently.
And if they did, like they might say we don't care and we want a fucking white supremacist dictator, but they don't want a fucking dictator. Like, I guarantee it. That means they're gonna take their guns too. These fucking dipshits don't think about that. Like, they're just like, oh, I'm fucking white, so it's gonna be cool for me. And it's like, no, dude, it ain't gonna be cool for anybody. They turn on you too, you fucking dumbasses. They 100%. Gotta control you too. Like,
dude, they don't even see that we're fighting for them too. It's wild, bro. And I'm not gonna say who this was, but I was talking to somebody. Shit, might have been a week ago now, and they were talking about how that lady that got shot. She's like, they were like, she was there like aggravating them, and I'm like, look, even if that's what she was doing, that's not enough reason to do that to her. And I was like, but she was like talking at a pleasant tone and trying to leave, and they still did that. And then I was, and I said, if they do that to her, they can do that to you. If they come and if they take a bunch of Hispanic dudes from Houston and put them in a camp, you don't think they could come start getting Irish folks or Italian folks or Colombian folks or black folks or whatever and take them for some reason? And this person's like, well, why would they do that? I'm a Republican. And I'm like, it doesn't matter, because it ain't about Republican or Democrat. It's about poor and rich. And you're a poor person. So, you're going to be part of the slave labor, my friend. Like, what are you talking about? And it drives me up a wall, man. Makes me so sad, too.
It's fucking crazy, dude. It's hard. I've spent most of my life not giving a fuck about politics. Like, I tried to give a fuck when I was a teenager, but I got jaded pretty quickly. I don't really know why, but I did. And fucking, so I just kind of stayed away from politics, dude. And
it's hard.
And I kind of made it a point to be a dick about it when I was young for some fucking reason. I felt the need to be like, fuck politics, But nowadays it's fucking, like, I feel like I have to be. Not like I'm forced to, but like,
no, you feel a need.
Like, like if I don't pay attention or fucking do anything about it, then it's just fucking it's bad for everybody. You know what I mean? Like we're at a different point in time than we ever have been. And it's fucking
100%.
scary. Fucking scary. Like I'm terrified, dude. I'm terrified of getting pulled over. Like, because I'm kind of a wise ass, you know what I mean? And
I do.
fucking
You know what you
like
mean.
I got some fucking pretty bad injuries, dude, where like the wrong shove could break my fucking neck or something, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, I try to stay away from that kind of shit and not open my mouth, but sometimes you can't fucking help it, you know? It's like, you guys are wrong. Like, how
Well,
could you not say that to them when they're asking if you're a fucking citizen? Like, I've never been asked that ever. And like, to be asked that now, it scares me. It fucking scares me. Not that I've been asked yet. I'm just saying
right.
if I got pulled over. It
Well,
fucking
the
scares
amount
me.
of ignorance within even the people that are doing the dirty work out there, the amount of ignorance it's shocking. Like
Yeah.
they don't even understand that the term illegal alien isn't a real term. They're not illegal aliens, they're immigrants or migrants or seeking asylum, but they're not an illegal alien. That's not real. You have to
Yeah.
be in the country to become a citizen of the country, at least in America. You can't do it from outside the country. So they come here and like it all comes from the 90s when we had a surplus of economy and we needed a workforce. So we brought people over and then we didn't enforce any rules. It's on us, dude. This is all our fault. We did this to ourselves. And honestly, they're the backbone of our agriculture. They're the backbone of our economy. They're the backbone of a lot of things. So the only thing is that they don't like to necessarily vote red all the time because red doesn't do nothing but shit on people. So that's the issue. It ain't about
Yeah.
anything else, dude. It's about money and power. And that's all it's about. It's always it was never
And,
about crime. There was no, dude, the immigrants are the least likely people to commit crime. Get the fuck out of here with that stuff, man.
and most immigrants that, at least the ones that I've ever met, fucking work their asses off,
Oh,
dude.
thank you.
Like I'm a fucking lazy ass compared to them, dude. Like fucking, I'm not even joking. Like they've fucking made me look like the shittiest worker ever, dude. And so it's like, how could you say that, dude? They
Bro,
fucking
the
bust
cooks,
their ass.
the cleaners, the builders, the landscapers, the people that run this whole country are all brown. I'm sorry,
Yep.
but it is what it is. Like maybe 1 to 5% are white, 1 to 5% are black, but like 90% are brown. And
Yep.
so, like, all the guys that pick all your crops that you go buy at Whole Foods, those dudes are brown too. Like, what are they going to do?
Fucking
Get
me,
rid of all the
dude.
labor and then be like, okay, who wants to come pick all the crops? And now we're all worried about rotten vegetables and shit because we can't. Yeah, you dumbass. Where's it coming from? Where's the labor coming? Oh, it makes me so aggravated, dude, because it's just so
Dude.
simple. I'm not even like an educated dude. It's just so
Me
plain and simple.
neither, man. Me neither. I'm not like super fucking smart about all that shit. I know a little bit, you know what I mean?
That's the problem. You don't have to be. It's so
I know
plain
a
and
lot
simple.
about World War II just because that was like something me and my father had interest in. You know,
Yeah,
me and my dad would always talk about that shit. So
probably seeing a lot of parallels now.
like I know a lot about it, you know what I mean? And I've been telling people for fucking years already in his first term, like he's fucking doing this. And people are like, oh, you guys are fucking just scared and fucking paranoid. And then, it's like, then you see fucking the next time he becomes president, fucking Elon Musk sig heiling. And that one blows my mind. It's like people that are like, that's not a sig heil. It's like, dude, that's the biggest sig heil.
That's
Like
not a Sieg Heil.
yeah, he
Are
fucking
we serious?
he bit his lip and went,
Dude, this is the
you
actual photo
know?
of what you're like. That's not a come
Yeah.
on.
It's like,
It's funny I even had this just sitting on my table.
dude, it's like I don't understand. It's like you guys, like MAGA, will let this man convince them of shit that they can see with their own eyes. And they'll be like, no, it's not a Sig Heil. He said, my heart goes out to you. That's why it's not a Sig Heil. It's like, man, he's not that cunning. And right before he did that, when he first came out, the first thing I noticed, I was like, he's got a Nazi fade haircut. Like
Dude.
that was the first thing I fucking noticed when Elon came out on that stage. And then he did a Sig Heil, man. I was like, fuck. And that Greg Bovino motherfucker, too. He has a fucking Nazi fade, too, man.
Dude, a bunch of those guys had that. Dude, there's, and the fact that people are out there trying to like gaslight us and be like, dude, you can't just say blah, 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 blah. And I got people that I know that like, you know, I've got friends from all walks of life, man. I got friends that are like not within the punk scene, and they're like centrists that lean right. You know, they're just people I've known from however I met them, and there's some of them I really care about. Yeah, dude, people that say they don't are full of shit, man. Like I'm not trying to be. I think everybody deserves an opportunity to prove to me that I shouldn't talk to them. If you're not doing anything, if we have differences of opinion, we should be able to talk about that and be adults. But like they'll say things, and they're like, man, like, you know, as an example, we were talking the other day, me and somebody, and the dude says, you know, I brought up there's a guy named Andrew Wilson that was on a podcast, and I said, man, I don't watch Joe Rogan because when I did a long time ago, like let's say 5, 6, 7 years ago, he was just a guy that got stoned and talked about weird shit. And I thought he was kind of a bro, but like he said some funny stuff and he had some cool guests, but he's just changed a lot over the years, and whatever, he's entitled to change, to do whatever he wants. It's his show. But I don't watch him. And he had this guy on called Andrew Wilson, who I didn't watch the show. I'm not gonna, because the guy Andrew Wilson's a fucking douchebag. He's a prick, dude. He's a racist prick. He's a male chauvinist prick. He's an asshole. And me and this dude get into like a debate about it, and it ends up him talking about just I don't even know how we got there, man, but it ends up being about how he said something about, oh yeah, dude, white people bad. And I was like, that's not really what it is. It ain't about white people being bad. It's about you get up in your feelings whenever we point out the stuff that's happening, and the majority of it's being done by white people. I didn't choose that. They started doing this. I was like, I didn't make that decision for them. And I was like, and he's like, well, you know, and he brings up like colonialism. And I'm like, and I was like, well, dude, maybe we should have left them people the fuck alone. That's how it came up, is he started bringing up like other groups of people. And I'm like, dude, we stick our nose in people's business. It's none of our business. And I was like, when we came here, it wasn't our business. And then he said something about how, well, they were like killing each other and they were being savages or something. And I was like, so, okay. I said, with that train of thought and that logic, so there's a bunch of like neighborhoods and cities that are like overrun by gang violence. So by your logic, it's okay if a bunch of rich white guys go to these neighborhoods, slaughter them all, gentrify it, rebuild it, and just own it.
Yeah.
I didn't hear a single peep. There was no response to that. He just like pivoted to another conversation. And I didn't want to, you know, start shit for real. But I was like, dude, think about what I'm saying, man. Think about what you're saying. That's what you're saying right now. You're saying that it'd be okay if we went to like the slums of Chicago and just took it, burned it all down, and restarted it. That's insane. Just because there's violence there doesn't mean we should even have it. It is like, do I wish there wasn't violence there? Of course.
Of course, dude.
But like, I'm not going to go
wants that shit.
People are wild with the shit that they think that I'm entitled to go do this or say this or no, you're not. I'm no better than those people.
Dude. Fucking A, dude. It's fucking crazy the way people.
All right, I'll start ranting about this shit. It really gets me sad and angry. And it
should. Me too, bro. Me too. It fucking pisses me off. It's like me and my mom are always talking about it. It's like, I wish I didn't pay attention to it as much as I do, just because I think it affects my mood quite a bit.
Probably does.
But fuck, I can't help it, man.
It's like
every day I'm just like,
sorry.
Yeah, every day it's just fucking nothing. It's another fucking crazy fucked up thing, and another day that nobody holds that piece of shit accountable. And it's got to be just because they can use him. It's got to be because he's a fucking idiot. He is a fucking dumb fuck.
Yes.
He's the dumbest dumb fuck that's ever walked planet Earth. And the fact that people listen to what he says, it's got to be that they think they can use him. It's got to be.
Dude, I don't even think it's that. I think that the majority of the country that voted for him are also uneducated. I don't mean to be rude, but they're not the smartest people. When you hear them talk, you can tell because they say things that look, I'm not the most educated, but I also can just admit that and be cool with my level of knowledge. They don't know how to do that. They start saying things and you're like, oh, you clearly haven't thought of this, read about it, Googled it or anything. Because I mean, just look at what he's doing to the White House. Like there's none like whenever they start doing this stuff, what happens is the right is all excited because they're taking things from us. But like you said a minute ago, that's gonna bleed over to your side, man. It's not about left or right. It's about money, no
Fucking
money.
A, dude.
And we're all sitting
Fucking
out here
A.
with no money. Like
Yeah. And it's already predictable, like before the midterm election, it's gonna ramp up to like 100 what
oh
he's
bro,
doing.
I'm terrified of this shit, dude.
It's like in November when he had already won the presidency, but he hadn't taken over yet.
Right.
They interviewed him and he let it out of the bag because he's too fucking stupid to keep his fucking mouth shut. And he fucking said, "Oh, I can, do the Insurrection Act, and I wouldn't do this, but we could cancel the election." He said that in fucking November.
Dude,
You know, and it's just like he's too fucking stupid to keep his fucking mouth shut. And that's one thing I'll give him is he's fucking honest as fuck. Like he is fucking
to
honest.
a fault.
Well,
But
yeah,
the people don't listen to him. And I'm like, he said he was going to go out and mistreat Hispanics. He said he was going to do it. And then you have the other people that are like, yeah, I want him to. And you're like, well, you're a fucking terrible person, man.
yeah. You're the pieces of shit, man. And the people that want everybody to be Christian, fuck
Bro.
you. Like, fuck you. Like, you're not, like, if my son was still in school, he would not be fucking praying. You would not be making him fucking pray. You would not be making him say the Pledge of Allegiance. Like, fuck that. Like, fuck you. And if you are going to do it, then we have Luciferian Day on Tuesday, Muslim Day on Wednesday. Every day we'll do a different religion. Like,
Dude,
it's fucking stupid. It fucking makes me so angry. Like, I fucking hate. I hate.
Well, no,
I hate.
and well, it's the forcing you to do stuff is what I hate about it. Like I'm in a weird position because I have like some religious belief, right? I don't participate though because I can't stand exactly what you're talking about. The forcing people to do stuff, even if you go with that, if you're religious at all, that's not what it's telling you to do. So I don't understand. So I'm stuck in this weird gray area where I'm like, yeah, I believe in this, but I certainly don't behave like a fucking asshole. And like, and I don't think that stuff should be in schools. I don't think it should be. You keep it separate, man. Like,
yeah, and that's fine. Like if you like, I'm okay with, like, I'm not pro-life. I don't like pro-life, the whole idea about it. But if you're pro-life, fine. Raise your fucking family pro-life. They can raise their families pro-life. But don't fucking tell other people what the fuck to do.
That's my whole problem with it.
Like, that's my problem with it too. It's like, if you want to believe that shit, that's fine. Deal with, you guys all hang out in your little crew and we'll all hang out with our crew, but don't try to fucking force your bullshit on somebody else, man. Cause like, to me, they're barbaric, like to me, like forcing someone to have a kid when they're not fucking ready is fucked up. Like it's fucked up. And them, what do they say? Well, if they're old enough to fuck, they should be more responsible. And yeah, they should. But when you're young, when you're young, fuck, man.
Well, it's like you've never made a mistake before, bro. You have to suffer your whole life over a mistake. Like, come on, man.
Fuck, man. Hey, dude. Like, I almost had a kid when I was 16. And that would have fucked me up. I almost had another kid when I was 20, and that would have been even worse because it would have been in Germany, and I would have been back in the States. You know what I mean? And it was bad. I wasn't not that I was a bad person, but I was not mentally stable, like at all.
Especially like, at all. Doing wild shit.
Like I was out of my fucking mind in my fucking when I was 20 years old. I sure as fuck didn't need to be around a baby or a kid, dude. Like, fuck no.
And they're all like, they can put it up for adoption. I'm like, so you want the girl to go through all that trauma for nothing and then not even keep the child? I'm like, you're a fucking lunatic, man. And there are people in my family that talk to me like this. And I'm like, look, I love you, but you're a fucking idiot. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. You know? And
I have family like that too. It's
getting weird, bro. It's getting to where I'm like cutting off people that I've known 20 years. And I'm like, this is so scary and sad. And it's not because I want to, it's because they simply won't stop talking about the shit in a way that causes arguments. Like, we can have differences of opinion and still be civil, but they don't want to. They want to just keep talking shit and running their mouths. And then like when ICE does something insane and disgusting, they go out and gloat about it. I'm like, I can't tolerate that, man. I can't let you like. What's with this Christian grift thing, dude? You think these people are religious? Like, I don't. Do you think Donald Trump is a Christian? Bro, get out of here with that shit, dude. That guy's never been in a church. Like, he would set on fire if he walked through the church. Like,
yeah, that's why he holds the Bible upside down when he's fucking taking pictures. He holds it like it's a fucking trophy. You know, and there was that one interview where I think they were some like pastors or something, and they asked him like, you know, what's your favorite verse in the Bible? You know,
he's like,
blah, blah,
all
blah.
of them.
And he was just, you know, that's the, you know, typical fucking answer by someone that doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. Oh, well, all of them, because that kind of answers everything. And they tried to press him on it, but he fucking kept giving those same stupid ass answers. And it's like, dude, you can always tell when someone doesn't know shit, because if you ask them, what is this? And they tell you, it's pretty much saying, well, I know what it is. Do you know what it is? You know, it's like they're trying to get you to tell them what it is so that they can fucking answer the question and seem fucking smart. Like, fuck. I just don't understand that. That man is dumb as fuck. He's so fucking dumb. And he's more dumb now. And he's crazy.
He's also old too. He's like not a healthy dude. He's not intelligent. He's real old. And like,
he's up all fucking night long. Like, come on, you guys. That's not good for anybody. Even if you're young and you're up all night long, you still need to rest.
Yeah.
You know, he's fucking up all night long, dude. Sometimes
he's all amped up on he's all hopped up on Adderall and shit, dude. And like, you know, he's taking a cocktail of stuff, bro. He eats like, dude, have you seen the guy with like out of coat on? He's enormous, bro. He's
fucking A, dude. That's why he has such a big suit. Yeah, that's why he has such an ill-fitting suit.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine being that guy's wife, bro? That poor woman. Like, I mean, I don't know that I have maybe not poor woman, fuck her, but like, you know, do what?
Well, no, I said, yeah, fuck her. But like, yeah,
can you just imagine the horrors that she's seen? They got a kid together, don't they?
Oh,
that had happened at least once. Ugh.
And that kid already looks evil as fuck.
Oh, dude.
You know, he's looking
is a bunch of devils, man. Like I told my mom, I said, look, I wouldn't be at all shocked. I'm personally of the mind that I think JD Vance is the actual Antichrist. Like I say that and it sounds kind of silly, but I'm like, no, man, like
I thought of that before too, dude.
Look at
like
his face,
in the terms of like the Antichrist, like it's like, man, if there was ever like the biblical Antichrist of what he's supposed to be, like JD Vance would be the perfect candidate for that shit.
Exactly what I'm saying, bro.
Right. He's well spoken, like he's able to just fucking change his colors over fucking like in a second. But you know, people don't like him that much. So you gotta be okay with that.
Bro. He's like, terrible.
He's a fucking idiot too. You know, like he is.
Dude,
but being a smart man, he's really fucking stupid too.
There's a lot of that floating around right now. And then you have like all these podcasters like Joe Rogan and say Theo Vaughn, Andrew Schultz, people that I wish I didn't even know who they were. They're like, this isn't what I voted for. I'm like, yeah, you did. And you put them on your platform and you let them have a softball pitch. They hit a home run and you clapped and patted them on the back. And now they're doing all this stuff and you're responsible for some of it. So don't act like you're not.
I definitely think they're responsible for pushing him over, you know, over getting the rest of the people to vote for his dumbass.
Yeah.
Like having him on the Joe Rogan show and having him on what's his name show too. It was just like I couldn't fucking I can't support Joe Rogan anymore either. Like, and I used to like Joe Rogan too, like 7 years ago. I used to watch him all the time because he used to have kind of cool subjects, random people on there that, you know, some were fucking cool to know and some were just people you don't even know who they are. And it was cool. And I like jujitsu and I like kickboxing. I like that kind of shit, you know? So it was entertaining. But once he started fucking bringing like Tulsi Gabbard on there and, you know, I get it if you would just want to talk to them and have a kind of like a debate or whatever. But it just seemed like it was more and more leaning to the right, basically more fuck these crazy left lunatics. You know, I'm going to move
bootlicking to the max too.
I'm going to move to Texas and that kind of shit. And it's like, I think there's definitely crazy fucking people on the left, and it bothers the fuck out of me sometimes because I'm not a politically correct person, like at all. I like fucking rude ass jokes. You know what I mean?
Right.
I like some pretty tasteless shit sometimes, but I also know that I know right from wrong. You know what I mean? And it's finding something funny just because it's a stupid joke and being a fucking asshole are two different fucking things. I
Right.
think, you know, and I don't fucking know, dude. This fucking people these days, everything sucks. Everything
I mean,
sucks.
it
Like
does. It
it
does.
fucking sucks, dude. I hate it. I hate it. I hate that people are so fucking hateful. I hate that I hate them. I hate that too, you
Dude,
know?
I deal with that on like in here as well. I'm like, man, I don't like these feelings I'm having. Like it's
No,
not making me happy.
because I have some like you know, I went out with some people that I like to hang out with, you know, when we go out and have drinks and shit. But you know, they're mega and they're like family essentially. And as long as we don't talk about that shit, we have a great fucking time, dude. But
Right.
then there's that time, you know, then there's always that point where I'm like, but you guys believe in all this horrible shit. Like, fuck, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's hard for me to understand why they're like that because they don't seem like that. You know what I mean? When I go out with them, they're nice, they're friendly, but I also know they have some fucked up beliefs. And I don't know. I could get along with anybody, but if you can watch what's going on right now and say like they fucking deserve it, or you know, that kind of shit is just you're not a good person.
Well,
You're
it's
not. You're not. Or you don't fucking understand. You don't have the ability to empathize with just a human being.
right.
Like maybe if they were put in a life or death situation, they might feel differently, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, like if someone's really racist, but they're in a life or death situation and they have to rely on some black or Mexican people, you know what I mean? I'm sure that changes people quite a bit, but these fucking people don't care, dude. They don't give a
It's
fuck.
pretty crazy.
They don't
It's a
give a fuck. They want people to be hurt. Like they want
yeah,
people
and I
to
don't
be
understand that.
killed.
Like, why do you want people to have like uh, why do they want people to suffer? Like, what makes them so angry at
Yeah.
Hispanic people that didn't sign some papers or something? Like, I just don't understand where that comes from. It's like, well, they weren't here the right way. I'm like, dude, if you go far enough back, neither were you. What are you talking about, man? Like,
And you know, it's like they make it so fucking hard to come to the United States. It's like 6 or 7 years of vetting for people to
well, now
come
they're
back
like
to Mexico.
arresting dudes that were doing it right.
Yeah, and
So,
that's
like, what are we
another
talking about?
fucking thing. Like they're always saying, "Oh, these people are just the worst of the worst," and it's like, well, why are they going to their court cases? Like these people are fucking doing what they're supposed to do, and now they're getting arrested. You know, their fucking kids are fucking screaming, like, and they're just like, I don't give a fuck. And it's like, this is destroying a family. This is making kids like, this is gonna bother them for the rest of their lives, whether they fucking know it or not. Like,
They don't care. There's no empathy.
like
There's no, there's
shit
like
that traumatized me as a kid definitely affected certain aspects of how I turned out. Like, there's a fact.
100%.
You know what I mean? And
100%.
and and not in a good way, like in any fucking way. It was all bad shit that it influenced in some fucking way. So it's like you guys are fucking up these kids and you don't even give a fuck. Some of these kids are being orphaned because they fucking signed that law where a 14-year-old can sign his fucking sign away his fucking whatever, his citizenship. I don't know if they actually passed it, but I know Stephen Miller wanted to do that. Like a 14-year-old, dude. Like, can you imagine being threatened as a 14-year-old to sign some shit and you do and they just drop you off in fucking Mexico?
Well, I mean, that's
What?
the dude, they don't have any feelings or heart. And it's like, look, the fact that the people that killed, uh, oh my gosh, dude, Preddy and what's the woman's name? I'm so sorry, I'm forgetting her
Yeah.
name.
Is it Alex?
No, oh my god, dude, I feel like a
Dude, I
real.
forgot it too. I feel like a dumbass. I feel
Hold
like a
on,
jerk not remembering.
I'm not gonna not. I'm not gonna not figure this out because I feel stupid. It's on the
Yeah.
tip of my tongue. It
So
was
do I.
Peretti and what was the woman's name?
Fuck,
Oh my
dude.
god.
I'm brain farting because I'm all
No, it
fucking.
was her name was Good. I almost said Good, but I was like, I don't think that's it. Yeah, it's Renee Good. I was not confident enough to. Oh shit! Hold on, this is gonna fuck up our camera. God damn it! I hit
Oh,
the wrong button. Did it go all crazy looking? Yep, it did on mine.
on your
Yeah,
side.
yeah, whatever. I'll wrap this up in a few minutes. Anyways, we're almost at an hour and a half. But the
Yeah,
fact that
we've
the
been
people,
talking about fucking Trump the whole time. See, this is
yeah,
how it fucking engulfs our life. It sucks.
no, it does suck, and it is stupid. And this camera thing makes me very mad at myself for doing that. I did it. Well, at least I did it for a good reason. I was trying to remember that woman's name because I felt real embarrassed for just forgetting. But I thought it was good. But and then I was like, not. That's the thing that I do a lot is I'll have information, and I'm never confident in my amount of knowledge. I second guess
Yeah,
myself all the time. But anyways, Preddy and Good, those murders, I can't believe that the guys that did that are not in jail.
I know,
I
man.
I can't understand it. I'm never going to understand it. I can't wrap my head around it. It is insane. It is
It is
absolutely insane.
fucking insane, dude. It is fucking insane. And there's still people fucking saying that they attacked him. Like, he attacked the cop
Bro,
and she
bro,
tried to run him over, and it's like the video fucking shows it, man. Like, what the fuck are you guys like? How can you lie to yourself and what you fucking see with your own motherfucking eyes?
when
It's
the
like, are
people
you
get on
so?
news and go, see the video, and you go, yeah, I see it. That's not what's happening. And they go, she was being violent, and she's like in the car going, hey man, I'm not even mad. And then 2 minutes later, she's gone. Like, what are we
Dude,
talking about?
2 shots to the side of the head. Like, fuck, one in the front and one in her arm, right, and then two in the side of her head.
That's the most
What?
crazy shit. I'll tell you this. Whenever Charlie Kirk was killed, I didn't celebrate that, man. I don't celebrate people getting murdered.
Yeah,
My first thought immediately was, well, my first immediate thought was like, holy shit, is that real? And then my first thoughts were like, oh, this is probably the worst thing to happen to our country.
dude, I
Like,
thought that too. I'm not gonna lie. At first, when I first saw it, I kind of said, "Fuck yeah!" At first, but immediately after that, I was like, "Oh, this is really bad for everything. Like, for
yeah,
everything. It's fuck."
look, dude, I don't even fault people for
And
celebrating. The guy was a scumbag, but
but I
I just
don't
that's
believe
not
I
the
don't
answer.
believe you need to be fucking murdered. I mean, I think that's pretty fucked up. He's a shitty person, and he said some pretty horrible shit. And I'm not gonna say he deserved to get killed, but I'm not surprised he got killed.
That's
Like,
it. Well, that's how I feel. I'm not surprised at all. He
it's
didn't
like
deserve it, but I'm not surprised.
fuck, man. Look what he was saying. Like, fuck.
Dude,
It's
people
just,
will look me in my face and tell me he didn't ever say anything that was racist.
yeah, I know. It's fucking bizarre. It's
Just go look at
bizarre.
the ideologies of Turning Point USA and tell me that company isn't doing sketchy shit. Dude, look at his wife. I think that she was like not even mad that he's gone, bro. She hasn't even looked her little
She's
like
not.
dude, all of her
Like,
like weird like fake crying and shit, and her like being super
hooded
weirdly close
drops
to
in her
Amy
eyes
Van,
and shit.
bro.
And then they
I saw
fucking just
her.
dropped that. They just dropped like that shit where she's talking about it's only like 10 days after he died, and she's talking about how much money they made. And
Yeah, bro.
it's
Yes.
just like, it's like she's not fucking bummed. She fucking hated that motherfucker.
I
She's
think that
stoked. She
she's
get
got
fucking,
dark ties to some dark places and people.
I think so too, dude. I've talked about that too. It's like, man, I don't know. She's
Dude,
just,
have you ever seen that movie, The Ginger Dead Man?
I think I have. I think I
So if
watched
you
it just
look,
for fun,
it's
right?
amazing. It's so
Isn't
stupid.
it? It's hilarious. Is that the one with Gary Busey as
It is.
the? Yes, yeah. I've seen that
So
shit.
the I love that movie, right? It's not a
Fucking
good
A.
movie, but it's I love it. But whenever I saw her do a video the other day and she didn't have any makeup on or anything, and I don't mean to like body shame anybody, but my first thought was like, oh my God, she looks like Ginger Dead Man. Her face
Ah,
is like really, really wide and really, really square. And I'm like, how people are telling me that she's hot is beyond me, man. Like, whatever, teach their own. And
man.
I don't mean to like just shame somebody's physical appearance. I'm not attractive myself. So, but like, I just thought like, man, and I think she was trying to like dress down to like get some like, see, she's a real woman. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
guess she's a real rich woman, but sure, whatever. Real rich
Even more
white
rich
lady.
now. Even more rich now.
Bro, Donald Trump has made like $2 billion since he started this president's, since this term started.
Yeah, I know, man. It's fucking crazy, dude. The fact that they don't that the emoluments clause might as well not even be a fucking thing is insane. It's like, dude, it's so obvious he can be fucking bought.
Yeah.
He was bought with a fucking plane. That's why Qatar is gonna have a fucking base in the United States. No, that can't go wrong. Let's teach
Dude,
them how to fly our fucking jets, put them inside the country. No, that's gonna fucking that nothing can happen there, you fucking idiots. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, these
bro,
fucking people are just
it's
they don't
so
give a
insane.
fuck. They don't give a fuck. They just are about money. They don't care if we get attacked from the inside of the country. They just don't give a fuck, dude. Or they're just so
I
dumb
don't think that they
they don't
believe.
think
I
about it.
think part of it is not caring, and part of it is they don't believe it can actually happen, which is insane.
Especially like after like not after fucking 9/11 and shit. You know? And that's fucking crazy shit too. That's a whole other bunch of crazy shit. But like, dude, they're fucking the enemy. Like, I'm sorry, but they're
Yeah,
pieces of shit. They're fucking pieces of shit. They killed fucking Khashoggi. It was fucking obvious it was them. And Trump was like, "Oh, if I find out it's them, there's gonna be hell to pay." The hell they paid was they bought a bunch of fucking jets from us, and then fucking his kids got some deals for some shit. And it's fucking stupid, dude. I fucking hate where we're at, and the fact that he's ripping everybody off and he's not even fucking hiding it. People just don't. I just don't understand. Are they too proud to admit they've been lied to by a dumb fucking piece of shit?
they're all
Or
also dumb idiots, dude. I'm not.
yeah,
I'm not going to keep sugarcoating it, man. The amount of unintelligence that I get thrown in my face by most of the right is baffling. Like people that are like, nothing he's saying is racist. Nothing they're doing is against the law. He didn't break any laws. He's not a sexual predator. I'm like, this is all proven. None of it's stuff that I'm speculating on. It's all stuff. If I'm saying it, it's only because I know it to be true. I don't like to say things and make myself look like a dumbass. So I try not to. But I wouldn't talk about the stuff if I didn't know that it's fact. Like this is all stuff that's
fucking
provable. It's not hard to figure out. Dude, fucking Google it one time.
fucking A, dude. Fucking look what he was accused of in the 90s. Like
I
fucking,
mean, man,
he fucking dude. There's like 5 kids, and 2 of them were boys. Not that that fucking matters, but like, dude.
the orientation doesn't matter. It's the action of the age of the
Yeah,
people. That's
it's
what
just
matters.
like, and they were like 12 or 13, man. Like,
well, he's all over those Epstein files. Like, come on,
fucking
man.
A, dude.
Would already have them.
And let's just pretend he wasn't. Let's pretend he wasn't in the X. He's fucking protecting the people that are.
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
And it's like we know he's a fucking pedophile, dude, but he's also protecting the fucking rich people that are because they're rich as fuck and they have fucking power.
They get bored and they just want to do weird, gross Caligula shit. And it's like, I'm not shaming nobody for wanting to, you sleep with who you want to sleep with. If they're above the age of 18, I don't care.
I agree.
But like,
dude, that's fucking gross.
you're doing some like, yeah, I don't want to get into that. It's nasty.
It's mental illness, psychopathy shit. Like it's fucking crazy. People are fucked up.
This is my idea. How about this? Let's go ahead in here. I gotta make a couple of phone calls and it's getting late in the afternoon for me. Now that you
It's all
got your
good, brother.
mic thing figured out, you want to hit this up in a couple of weeks and let's make a concerted effort to just talk about music.
Yeah,
I think
I know, bro.
we're
I know
similar minded, man. But I
it's
like
hard
talking to
not
you
to
anyway.
get on there, you know? Like, it's hard to not fucking talk about fucked up shit. But
It is.
I agree, dude. Yeah, I'm always down, dude. I'm always
Cool.
fucking down.
I'll hit you back in like a week and we'll schedule something, man, and we'll just sit and talk about some music and maybe some new stuff that you're jamming and some of your old material. We'll just talk about. I want to know because I do want to get into some of your old bands and such, and I want to hear about it. But that gives us more time to talk. And you know, I value your friendship at this point, and I want to continue hanging out. So everybody, y'all know what the deal is, man. Let us know how you feel in the comments about whatever, man. And like the video. Sorry for this camera thing. That was my bad. It looks ridiculous, but yeah, we'll see y'all soon, man. We'll be back. Me and Greg will talk again in a couple of weeks, and we'll have part 3. We'll hang out, man. All right, Greg. I'll talk to you later, brother. Have a good day. If you need something from me, man, hit me up.
All right, homie. Take it easy.
All right, later, everybody.